So I was sitting here listening to a podcast and I was thinking about life. And as I was sitting here thinking, the thought of how much better was my day today than it was yesterday came through my head. And it made me want to do this every night. We're asked to do this every week to kind of sit and analyze our week and how we did, and it's supposed to help us strive to be better the next week. And as I was sitting here thinking that, I was like, why not do it every day? Why not sit down at the end of the day and analyze how my day was and whether or not it was better than the day before? Like, if it's supposed to be a way to make my next week better, then it should be a way to make tomorrow better for me. And so that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to try and take time out of my day to enjoy what I did throughout the day and reflect and analyze it from the day before and try to put those 2 days, today and yesterday, into perspective for tomorrow so that I can try to make tomorrow a better day than today was. And, today was an okay day. I was freaking exhausted though, because, sometimes your little son wants to wake up at 3 a.m. and not go back to bed. And so I've been up since about 3, maybe 2:30. I don't remember what exact time he woke up, but uh, you know, that's probably the worst part of my whole day. And if that's the worst part, then I'm doing pretty good. Like that's amazing. Uh, so life kind of kicks you in the teeth, like I've said so many times before. But just as long as you can go to the dentist and get those teeth put back, you're good to go. Like our Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ, they're that dentist, and they can help uplift us and bring us into the happiness that we are looking for. And so, as I said that, it made me think of what makes me happy. And there's so many things in life that can make me happy, and one of those things is being grateful. Having gratitude for what my Savior's done for me, for living on this earth, and for having the vehicles that I have that I'm able to drive, and the job that I have. And, the biggest thing I'm grateful for is my son. Max is, I don't have the words to describe how grateful I am for that little boy. Man, this lighting is awful. Just a streak going across me. That's better. Alright, but, like, just happiness in general comes from being grateful. That and maintaining a positive attitude. But one thing that I've mentioned a couple times as I've made these videos is how important it is to strive to better ourselves each day. As I've gone throughout these past couple weeks, they've been some of the most challenging. I mean, nothing like what I've experienced over this last year, but it's been challenging because I'm trying to change my life for the better. And I think it's finally occurred to me what missionaries ask new converts or people that are wanting to be baptized to go through. These people are new to the gospel, and missionaries are asking them to change everything. Like, these people could be smokers, they could be alcoholics, they could be sex addicts, they could be anything. And the missionaries are teaching them these things and just asking them to quit all that. Like, could you imagine how difficult that would be? Especially if you're like a smoker or something. Smoking is one of the hardest addictions to overcome, and sometimes missionaries ask that. Not because it's uh because they're asked to. They are asked to do that, but it's because it's supposed to help them. It's to give them a healthy benefit. And change is one of the hardest things in this whole world. I think that's why I love it so much. Well, that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. The other reason is because it kind of
switches things up. I'm the type of person that doesn't like reoccurring things. I like to change things up here and there. Like I don't like things to stay the same all the time, especially in my room or whatever. I like to move things around and change things up, make things different because it helps you grow and it helps you learn new things. And I've learned so much over these last couple of weeks. Um, Knowledge is a powerful tool. And I'm going to talk about something right now that is a very powerful and sometimes sour subject throughout our nation and maybe even the world. And that's the education. You know, when I was growing up, when I heard, are you going to go to school and get an education? I didn't think of trade schools or just learning something myself. I thought going to college, paying a bunch of money to get a degree, all that crap. It's not necessarily talked about in the way that it should be talked about. Because it's been ingrained in a lot of people in my generation and younger generations' heads, and generations a little bit older than me, that going to school and getting a degree is you have to do it, but you don't. Like, I've heard so many people that work in trades, probably because they have different dreams. No, not probably, that's why. Like, there are different dreams that people have that they'd rather be doing than what they are doing. But I've heard so many people that work in a trade that are like talking about how stupid kids are that are around my age that aren't going to school to get an education, get a degree or whatever. And I'm like, no, like, I'm grateful for the people that work in trades because without them, we wouldn't have houses, we wouldn't have electricity, we wouldn't have welders, cars, anything like that. Like, there wouldn't be people to build things. And the engineers, those people with degrees are awesome because they they're able to help build things like houses and cars and stuff. But without the people that work in the trade business, those things that people help build cars with, the plans, they wouldn't exist. Like, it would just be plans. There would be no cars, there would be no houses. And so, like, we need people that go out and promote trade and promote business and do stuff like that. Like, we don't, if you don't want to go to school, don't. Go do something else. Do something that's going to help you grow in your life. Who cares what people say? I've mentioned that before. Like, uh, I'm the type of person that, to an extent, I'm a people pleaser. And that can be a huge downfall. But, it when it comes down to it, do what you want to do. Don't do what other people want you to do, unless it's God and Jesus Christ. Like, don't don't do what somebody else says. Like, when people have an opinion about you, I was just listening to this type of podcast tonight. They said that when people have a negative opinion about you, that usually means that they're in a worse place than you are. They're jealous or envious of your life, and they they want that kind of life, but they don't have it, and they don't have the drive or motivation to go for it. And I've heard a quote several times over the last couple of years: "Be around the people that you want to be like." And when you're around those kind of people, that's who you'll become. I've also heard a quote where it says, "You are who you hang out with," and you have no idea how true that is. So if you are hanging around people that have money and they're living their dreams, then you're going to have a motivation to achieve your dreams. And so it helps you kind of gain this outline of your life, of who you want to become, And not only that, but you can receive mentors that'll help you achieve your dreams. And so that's kind of one of the things I've been searching for in my life currently. And I really like to hang around people that like to do stuff that I do. Like last week, I went on a hike with one of my buddies, and it was really fun. We got to talk and hang out, and we hadn't really been able to catch up and talk the way we did last Wednesday. And I don't know how long. I don't know when the last time we talked like that was. And it was really enjoyable. And I absolutely love doing stuff like that because it's a bonding experience and it gets me out of the house. I don't know about you guys, but this coronavirus crap, the quarantine crap, is driving me nuts. I'm ready to be done. But, it doesn't keep me from going out into the wilderness and enjoying life. And I absolutely love doing that. It's opened up a new window for me to grow and to learn. So, kind of like I mentioned earlier, do something that you're going to enjoy. Find something every day that you enjoy doing and do it because you will grow, you will learn, and you will become a better person because of it. And that's what I'm striving for. Whether that be with schoolwork, I know sometimes we don't enjoy schoolwork, but tonight I had to take a test, right? And, you know, I didn't really feel the desire to take this test, but after I took it and during it, it was kind of like, oh, I did learn a pretty good amount, and I was able to take the test and get the percentage that I got on it, and it was quite a quite an accomplishment for me, you know. And it's nice to know that I went this whole semester and was able to accomplish the classes that I accomplished and knock them out. And here I am at the end. Friday's the last day, and I have a paper to write, and so I'm gonna get that knocked out in the next couple days and see how that goes. But guys, find something you enjoy doing, and or find something new that you enjoy doing, or you don't know you enjoy doing, and do it. Learn, try to do something new, and so yeah, that's basically it. But if you've seen my other videos, I like to leave challenges at the end of them because challenging things is awesome. Like when you challenge, you learn, you grow. Like I said, so do it, hit it up, subscribe, do whatever. Just please be awesome, keep moving forward, and show God the love. And I'll talk to you guys later.